Hey everybody, welcome to Dad David Danger. I trying to think of some questions that people have had over the years, and one of the big things is what's going on with him. What's he got going on? What ailments does he have? So we're gonna talk about that today. David, do you even know what you have other than being a loser? You got loser syndrome. But do you know what else you have?
What?
I'm asking you, do you know?
No.
You don't really focus. He doesn't really focus on being sick, so he kind of lets us handle that. That's a sermon right there in itself. But anyway, I'll tell him what he has. Because do you want to tell him when kids stare at you and they see your legs? You going to tell them what happens? Or you tell them what condition you have?
At time shark ate it.
He always says he has a shark bite.
Yeah.
And so his official, not so official story is he got bit by a shark. But what that's actually going on is he has spina bifida, and he has Arnold-Chiari syndrome. I might be misspeaking on how to say that. He had flail legs. Those are gone now, though. Here's a funny story, actually. It doesn't sound funny, but it's actually pretty funny because he didn't feel it. But he used to have these little floppy legs, and quite a few times we like to go pretty fast in the wheelchair, don't we? It's fun.
Yeah.
We'd be running along, and all of a sudden one of his legs would flop out and hit the tire, and Dave's like, "What happened?" He didn't feel it. And I'm like, "We caught your leg again, buddy." And he had like these built-in brakes. But anyway, him being the active young man that he was, he kept having, with his lack of circulation, he'd have a bump on his leg, and it turned into a massive injury and wound. And so we had to eventually amputate his legs, which he was very, very happy about. Everyone was like, "I'm so sorry, we're going to have to amputate your legs." And he didn't need them. He couldn't use them. He's more active without them, so he's pretty happy about that. So I say that to say he is a double amputee, but don't feel sorry for him on that. He's actually pretty stoked about being a little more aerodynamic. But Arnold-Chiari, spina bifida, he's got a tiny kidney on one side, so we have to watch that big time. He's got high blood pressure. He's got spastic bladder. He recently had to have a vesicostomy because we couldn't stop the reflux going into his kidneys from not causing more scar damage or scar tissue. And so his back is crooked as a politician, not being political, just stating the facts here. So that's why he would probably be about 6'5" if he had legs and his back was straight. He'd be tall.
So was that Aiden?
He'd be taller than Aiden, actually. But anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, I'm missing probably 7 or 8 things that he has going on. I know he's got really bad short-term memory. I know he can't see very good at all, which makes me very angry that somehow he beats me at video games a lot. We love to play Brawlhalla, and I don't know how the heck he actually does so well at it, but he's got really, really good accuracy. But because of his short-term memory, he lost his Russian-speaking language so quickly that it was kind of scary seeing if he could learn English in time. But he did. He learned enough English to where I call it speaking David. I speak David fluently. My wife speaks David fluently. And he can have short conversations with anybody. And even though he loves attention, the reason why I have to do most of the talking for him is when he gets the attention, he just freezes up. He's like, "Huh, what? What?" But he actually loves attention, and he's really loving doing this. You love this YouTube thing, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's having fun. He's watching analytics. He's watching the getting. Do you know how many subscribers we have last I looked?
77.
Yeah, 77. Yep. So that's pretty cool. He was wanting, how many did you want originally?
10 maybe.
Yeah. He was going for 10, and then we ended up with 77 so far. So he's having a blast with it. So and he wants to keep it going. So again, we're going to talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. But I know that's one thing that's came up is what's going on with him, what's his ailments. He is paralyzed from the belly button down, which is another question we get sometimes. which has been really convenient for him because he's had some surgeries that would be, awfully painful for him. But I'll tell you a real quick, funny story, and we'll wrap up today. So David and I were at the hospital. He had just got his legs amputated, and they said he's not going to want to eat. He's not going to be hungry. He's going to be, and he comes in immediately wants a cheeseburger. So I get him his cheeseburger. Or did you want lasagna that day? I think you wanted a cheeseburger
When?
when you had your legs amputated.
I think lasagna, yeah.
Yeah, lasagna.
No, DoorDash.
Yeah, but we DoorDashed a cheeseburger or lasagna. I can't remember.
I think
Anyway.
lasagna, yeah.
Yeah, it's either lasagna or cheeseburger. He used to eat beets and cabbage all the time at the orphanage. Now he wants, either greasy American cheeseburgers or a sloppy red sauce lasagna. Just, and he eats it all and then starts looking for my plate too. But anyway, all right, let me wrap it up. He so these nurses, they just fall in love with him everywhere he goes, and so they keep checking him every 15 minutes. They're like, how's your pain level? And by this time, he's just engorged in watching American Pickers. He's chilling out. He's ate his lasagna. He's laid back in the bed like this, and he's like just watching American Pickers, and he's just loving this show. He's asking questions, and they come in, and he's like, what? How's your pain level? And he's like, first zero.
Zero!
Well, yeah, that's what we're getting to. Is that it's like zero, and 4 times an hour, he's starting to get annoyed. He's usually so calm, but after a couple hours of this, every 15 minutes, how's your pain levels? How you doing? So, only time, well, maybe 2 or 3 times I've ever seen him angry. He was beet red angry though. And so nurse walks in, and before she can even say the question, he goes, 0! It's 0! So, we've been really, really grateful for a lot of zeros in his life, in his health life. So, there's the answers to those questions, and David is supposed to be thinking of topics, but he chooses not to. So maybe David will have a topic, but if not, comment a question that you might have, and we'll get on it. We're out.
Bye.